I am at Rum Room with Chef Samantha Cruz, and we're going to have a wonderful conversation here about who she is, about this beautiful space, and everything involved here. So, Sam, thanks so much for having me here
Thank you.
today. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up? What was your inspiration to become this wonderful chef that you are today?
Well, I'm born and raised in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
I'm an oldest daughter, so I did a lot of cooking at home, kind of to help
Uh-huh.
out. I never knew I was going to be a chef until I graduated high school, and I was like, oh my God, I need a job. Like, I got, you have one of those Latin moms, and they're like,
Yeah.
time's a ticking.
Yeah.
So I got a job in a restaurant, and I was a food runner. And I would always pass by the kitchen and be like, oh, wow, that's so cool back there. And I would hear them like calling things to each other. I didn't really understand the dynamic, but I was so interested. And one day I just told him, do you think I could try it? And he was like, yeah, I think you'd be great. And it was like,
Wow.
yeah, it was a love story. Like
Mhm.
I completely felt natural. I've
Yeah.
never felt more natural doing something else. It was something that fulfilled me, and I just felt really passionate, and I just drove from that. I went to work like in fine dining restaurants. I tried to chase like the best chefs in Miami to learn from them, and then my career kind of grew from there.
Yeah, awesome. And what would you say really like defines you and as your philosophy and your style of cooking?
What defines me is like integrity. I feel like no matter what you're putting onto the plate, you have to have integrity. When I grew up eating, it wasn't always this fine dining stuff that I get to play with now, like
Yeah.
caviar and truffles, right? It was just rice and beans, but it had so much intention behind it. It had
Yeah.
so much passion that it meant something. It didn't matter if it came from a presidente, 50-cent beans.
Mhm.
It really, really was cool. So I treat every single dish, and I try to teach all my cooks and all my chefs to be that way, to just cook with integrity.
So, as an artist, because to me, a chef and the kitchen, that's an artistry of its own. I mean, you get to play with food, make it pretty, make it taste good. What is the dish that really defines you as an artist? What is the style?
The style, I think I take like old world classics and
Uh-huh.
just reinvent them.
Okay.
Like I would love to make chicken and dumplings, but like a
Mm.
whole new world with gels and with dehydrations and with infusions, and just kind of put a twist on it where you're having it and you're like, wow, this is incredible.
Yeah.
It tastes like chicken and dumplings, pero what you're having on the plate is not that.
That's awesome. Nice little fusion.
Yep,
Very Miami.
yep, exactly.
Awesome. And all right, so this beautiful bar that we're by. So tell me a little bit about like what is one of your favorite cocktail infusions here?
No, I think the best one that they have is the Purista.
Okay.
It's just refreshing. Everything that they're dehydrating is fresh product. We're using local citrus from Miami. We're using local ingredients to kind of feed, the economy here. And then they make everything from scratch, like the tinctures and the syrups. It's really, really light, and it seems to be the best seller. So,
Awesome. Love it. This beautiful building, the two buildings here combined. What inspired the decor inside and kind of like what's the history here?
so this is the oldest building in the city of Miami Beach. It's from 1916, as you can tell. It's still standing strong. So good job. It's a Crawfisher Clubhouse. We've inherited the name now. We've turned it into the Rum Room. There's a lot of history behind it. It's all inside of the restaurant. So if you walk around, you can see all the types of people that have come through here, and celebrities and just kind of famous people. And now we're turning it into something that's the new history, right?
Yeah, awesome. And you have this beautiful garden right here of
Yep.
yours. Tell me, this garden, what do you guys do with it? What do you grow here?
So this garden was actually a little burnt patch of grass, and it started off kind of as a mental health thing for us. As a chef, you spend a lot of hours inside. So you come in the morning, you spend all day in the heat, in the fire, kind of just going at it, and then you leave late at night. You don't really see the sun, you don't catch the wind. You don't have those breaks, like kind of how even corporate America, that they get those 30 minutes to walk outside and go to lunch. We don't have that. So this started as just a way for people to get their hands dirty and come outside and do something. We all did it together. We built everything from scratch. All of the wood we tried to recycle from broken down pallets that we've had in the convention center.
Okay.
We measured everything, we leveled it, we put gravel down, and then we bought herbs and vegetables that we're growing. As you can see, they're heavily protected because there is a large population of iguanas in Miami, as everyone knows. So we're trying to keep our veggies safe.
Nice.
But we have everything from oregano, mint, thyme, sage, veggies. Back here, I have some lemons growing, and everything we use directly into the restaurant. So we compost in the restaurant. That compost gets repurposed right here. and then we use it again. So we're kind of like creating our own little happy ecosystem here.
Very cute.
Yeah.
And I know you have some exciting news.
Yes.
So you've got a TV show coming up on the Food Network. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was blessed enough to be called to Food Network and participate on a show called Beachside Brawl Season 2, which airs on June 18th at 10 p.m. And it was just a wonderful experience, a good chance to represent, the 305, Miami, where I'm from, what we are, what we are, who we are, and just kind of the fusion of what we do down here. Yeah.
Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I
Thank
hope
you,
so.
Chef.